all cash games. Don't really feel like getting in any tournaments at this point. But there are plenty of 50 and Ls and plenty of 10. As usual, no 20. Starting session at 220, 2200, 2890. And just get on every list. Shouldn't be too bad to get on a bunch of games. I'm starting to look over the 6 max. I mean, this is where it is to get 100 and L in. So, I think once I hit 3,000, we'll start playing that. So, maybe in about a week, probably less. Let's see. Definitely got the best seat on this table. A lot of players I don't recognize. Lots of limping happening. Okay. Jack's not bad. I'm gonna check it. I could definitely lead it, but I think I want to find out who likes this board. That means nothing. It does get some folds. Not in the turn, it's only really a problem for 2-pair combos. I don't see too many 10s, although it is a min bet. So, I don't think we fold top pair for min bets. Make it a check back here. If we see a real bet, then we can fold. That's fine. I think I was behind the whole time. Okay. Seven's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and lead this one. Where are all these players sitting out now? That's what we want.
text Megan.
Okay.
So I just asked her what their plans are for tomorrow and Monday.
Good to know.
And that way we're talking to an adult and not a babe.
Right.
I figured that was the smarter of the choices.
Probably. I don't know why my Twitch is messing up a little. No, I don't look strong.
Yo, Twitch ain't twitching.
Twitch is glitching.
Twitch is glitching. And that ain't bitching.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Food high.
Yeah. I figured.
Yeah, fucker. It might actually be a little high too.
Little. All right. Three put on the button. I think we're okay to call one. Player's a bit shorter, but we'll see what he does here. 2/3 pot bet. If he was a little bit deeper, I think I'd like the raise move here, but I'm gonna let that one go. I'm just not 100% sure where he's at.
Ooh, I just had the urge to send in some busy spider. Claude, have mercy. Who else is pregnant? Jesus, I can't take it. Hopefully this one won't be too close to me.
Right.
Oh my god, what if it's my brother and my sister-in-law?
Mm.
I know they want to have another kid. I'm like, 5 ain't enough? I got Brady Bunch over there.
Who's that?
William.
Oh, Williams. I always forget about Williams.
They got his 2 and her 3.
Right. Hey, Kevin Martin. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Whoa! Kevin Martin with the fucking host right off the bat. Oh shit, son! For $6.50. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck is going on? Kmart coming in strong. Holy shit. Everybody throwing up subs and going absolutely fucking bananas. You got 830 people here. Hi! How's everybody doing? What the fuck just happened? Yo!
We thought we were just gonna sit here.
I thought I was just gonna have a chill little stream. What's up, buddy? Kmart, the all-star. Back in my day, Kmart was just an up-and-coming poker player. He was just a nobody, some big brother kind of guy. Now he's fucking just crushing daily. It's fucking hilarious. Holy shit. Well, thank you so much because now there'd be people here who don't know me, other than my usual 3 people that live in my town. I appreciate you guys coming out. I am a full-time poker streamer. Poker player, I guess, kind of. It doesn't pay the bills right now, but we're working our way back up, one grind at a time. You've missed anything in the commands. It's the cash game challenge has already been done. Took $100 on WSOP, turned it into 1,000. We're off to the, hey, what's up, Rack City? Thank you for the subscribe, man. I appreciate that, bro. You're awesome. Holy crap. Can I get a shout out for Kevin fucking Martin? I'm going to shout him out to his own people. Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I just started my stream tonight. That's fucking insane. And yeah, so I'm playing on WSOP.com. This is a interstate site. If you guys don't know, it's only players in Las Vegas, New Jersey, Delaware, and Philadelphia, or I forget if it's Philadelphia or the other one. Pennsylvania. One of the P states.
Philadelphia's in Pennsylvania.
Okay, well then it's both. I'm not good with geography. I play poker. So it's only those players. There is a big online Super Series going on right now for WSOP for the next week. So when that happens, a lot of, let's say, poker enthusiasts come out and get online while they're here. You're in Vegas, you would think they would go play live, but they absolutely don't do that. They come on online because the online Super Series is here, so they get little Airbnbs and shit like that, and they sit down with their large chunks of money, and they play in all the games that I'm regularly going after. I don't mind this at all. So we are playing just cash tonight. There are no tournaments that are really good, so if you're a cash game fan, this is for you. The bigger tables that you'll see are 50 and L. The smallers are 10 and L. And it's been going pretty good. I like that little 3-bet pre-flop and takedown. Ace of Hearts makes that pretty easy. The fucking Sub Nation coming through. That's fucking crazy. The hype train. I got an actual fucking hype train going. Thank you guys so much. That's fucking crazy.
What does that mean?
Well, that's like when you get a bunch of subs or a bunch of people, donating things and all like that. It kind of puts up this hype train. It's also known as the scam train because it's like this timer at the top of your chat that's just like, if you sub for a little while longer, you'll get to use these emotes or whatever like that. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have all those emotes made yet. So, if you want to give me money, I appreciate it. Bits and shit like that. But I really don't have any like extra funny emotes for garbage like that. But make sure you check out exclamation point links for all my socials, all the Twitter and Instagram, and I make TikTok content and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I like leading at the 2-pair here. It's a lot of fun. And the YouTube's great because we'll do things like cut out all the... yeah, there's that big host came through. There it is. Yeah, a little delay, man. I got 4-minute delay. I think when we get raised here, believe it or not, I actually want to re-raise. We might get slamma-jammed on. If somebody's got 6s, that's cool, but we're also going to get rammed on by overpairs. Hey, Ramwardayan, thank you very much. Much appreciated, my brother. Steezo, how you doing, buddy? What's up? Yeah, me and Kevin used to kind of run in the same circles. I did stuff with Jamie back in the day, and then I took a break. I took a very short break from Twitch for 1,486 days. This is a little long weekend.
Very short.
Yeah, it was only 1,486 days. I didn't make it the full 1,500. Yeah, so then I came back, did all that same. Some garlic toast looking at... Oh my god, I remember garlic toast. So this is funny. This is one I think we do have to bet twice. Sometimes we're just smashing our face into a queen here, but it's not usually the worst thing. But I think it makes it hard to call twice. Yeah, it does. Go away. Go away. Go away. Out of my pot. Out of my pot. Out of my pot. This is mine.
Mine.
Everything is mine. And I missed a bunch of tables. I missed a bunch of seats, so I'm getting back on these lists. Usually I play about 8 at a time if we can get all those games going. All right, we got a whole bunch of lists over here. Yeah, so we're trying to get to 10K as quickly as possible. When we get to 10K, then we'll switch it up, go to 100K. The challenge is still contained on WSOP.com. To 10K, then after that, we will integrate other sites. I do play on ACR. I love tournament poker more than anything. But you got to go where the money is, and usually that's what I like playing most. That's usually where I make the most money. So I've been focusing on WSOP quite a bit.
Chuchi, you put a hole in Henley, we're going to fight.
Game's probably good with those stakes playing. Yeah, man. Games are really good. And it's weird because they jump. Because, I had to do the whole first 1K with just 10 and L because there was never any 20 going. But it goes right from 10 to 50. So I get 3-bet on the button. This player we have a lot of history with. I think we're better off just calling here. I think we're going to end up with some interesting situations. He checks the flop. We're going to go ahead and bet turn and river most likely. Sometimes we're getting trapped, but I don't know. He checked that flop awful quick. Yeah. Yeah. That's my money. Sorry.
Mine.
Yeah, it very much so is that on WSOP. The seagulls. What were those in Nemo?
Nemo.
Mine.
Mine.
Here we go. Now we got a full screen going. Hey, we'll defend with the Queen 10. I'm feeling saucy. Hey, wow. What do you think I pissed him off last one by stealing from him? When he jams $31 into $4?
You actually said that your dinner is awesome.
But, yeah, so we do a lot of this stuff. You guys will see me grind like a motherfucker. There's the exclamation point links. I like the flush draw here. There's a lot of information about me, exclamation point commands. I do wear the nails on the right hand, or on the left hand. My wife does nails professionally, and it tells you a couple things about me that I have them. But that's all infos and commands. I think we just check back here. I don't think we get a queen to call, but a queen may bet. We could definitely be up against two pair. There are some gut shots, 3-4 clubs, but I don't think I'm folding this one. Yeah. That's a thing. Great bluff, though. Great bluff, bro. I almost fell for it. Seriously. Almost. One of my defining characteristics is I am kind of a dick.
No, you're not really a dick. You're an asshole.
I am an asshole. That's true.
It's very rare. You do dickish things.
I do dickish things, but only to jerks.
But you're not really a dick.
My loving wife, people. Oh God, I just remembered that. There's a video on YouTube. You can find it if you look up Flippa versus Staples. You'll see me and Jamie playing.
Yeah.
Remember when I went to Canada? Yeah, we played Heads Up live on stream, and it's funny because he ended up taking it, making two sides of it, so you could see both of our cards while it's going on. I was concentrated on Heads Up a lot at the time, so I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I did okay. So this goes limp, raise. This is 10 and L. If you want to know how to play 10 and L when this happens, do that. Fucking Kmart coming through. It's so funny because the other day you went off just as I was going off, and I turned over to your stream. I was gonna send you the host, and you went off. But I don't host poker streamers very much because I like to inflict the LGBTQIA community on my people, so I usually send them to drag queens who are playing Dead by Daylight. It's kind of a dick move. Maybe it's not good for the channel growth.
Yeah, but them fucking channels are funny.
They're funny and they're fun. Why not? Check here. Player calls me. I do think we can bet again. I don't know how often we're up against the jack. I think we can check here and actually call some bluffs, believe it or not. But we're going to see what my man does. Oh, he actually had the jack. Well, he was not going to bet the jack, but he might have bluffed. That's fine. Player raised pre-flop. We defended. I think I want to just call this one. I think this is one of those ones where raising serves no purpose. Yeah, sometimes we're going to get drawn out on, but we pick up a lot of equity. He can have all the ace-kings, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think betting, yeah, he just checks. What do you have, like eights or something? 7-5. Okay, sure, that's in the book. Okay. That's in the book, why not? No, thank you. So we see a min raise. I called, another player called, and then a player I have a lot of history with goes ahead and makes a big old 3-bet. You're going to see very different play on here than you are on a lot of other sites. Sorry, I got to check my notes here on this player. Okay, so this player is kind of overly aggressive with pairs. So my feeling is I should do this, because I don't think he's ever going to fold. I think think if he jams, it's a straight race. Look at that. Free shot. Well, maybe he does fold sometimes. Bink. I'll take the ace high. Oh, I see what he was doing. This is an old move that Caro mentioned in his book. Mike Caro back in the day mentioned in his book called Playing Past the Player. So I'm the original raiser, and the player in the middle calls, and then he plays past me by re-raising enough to put this player all in. So when I 4-bet, it kind of is really bad for... It's supposed to be really bad for me when he does that. Like, I don't even count because he's just putting that player all in. I don't mind these. Think we can bet this one reasonably. This is my buddy here. I am very well aware that I am ahead of him right now, but not by much, and I feel like if I allow him to win those, then I can stick them later. Just today, that same player bet off into me 3 streets for no reason, and I ended up busting him out with second pair. So I don't want to go to that well too much when I really can't take the heat from all 3 barrels. So we're going to let deuces go. Lots of follows going on. Twitch, don't fail me. I see it dropping frames. Get a small 3-bet. That's a super small bet. I think we want to go ahead and just smooth call. Fast play is the new slow play on this 2 pair. I am going to raise this one. Sometimes we don't get the fold. I think now when the jack comes off, we can check. Yeah, I think that jack kind of got me there. I think sometimes he has 8s or 9s. He can also have a lot of ace-kings that are just played very poorly. Ace-4, interesting. I was definitely betting the river, but when the jack comes off, I don't need to, so... Fold that, we'll fold that. Making some good progress so far. Doing pretty good. 2260, so we're just kind of climbing and climbing. My general strategy for this is to double up on the big tables and then get off them and jump onto another one, known as the old rat hole. But trust me, it's the best way to make money on these. Keeping more than like 2.5 buy-ins on one of these tables is not a great idea. I mean, when you're not the effective stack, it's fine. When the effective stack is 1 buy-in, that's absolutely fine. But in all honesty, that's very rarely the case. You're going to end up super deep, and these are not games you want to play super deep on. You know, I'd love to be 300 big blinds deep in most poker games, but not on here. Because the only way that money's going in is if it is just an uber super cooler situation. People just aren't making moves. This is a fun raise. I think we can absolutely call. I think this is usually bullshit. I should be the threat here. I don't know if I need to gut shot it to win. The 4 is kind of bad. Because we may not get a good information here on the turn. This is going to be flush draws a lot. Ooh, double gutter. But I'm not sure if he's going to... See, this is odd to me. Is this ever just 1 pair? That's my real issue. I don't know what Credible is doing behind. I think we have to call because I think most of the time he's going to fold. Well, there's that 9, which shouldn't help much of anybody. I think if this goes check around, we obviously win. I don't think we can call it. Well, it depends on what the bet is that we can call. Believe it or not, there are some bets we can call. The overpair of queens. He was betting the flush, right? The flush draw? Yeah, flush draw on a pair. All right. Okay, I like my play. I wasn't giving him shit with a spade out there, so a 7, a 6, a 5, I get it all. think we can call once here. I did raise and then check the flop. Ooh, kings. Let's open this up. Please don't judge my poker playing ability by this site. Trust me, there's a very specific way you have to play. Hey, look, the nines are good. Ace on the flop, we're going to check, not so much because we're afraid of the ace, but more so because it's the best way to get value. We saw a re-raise pre-flop. I am going to go ahead and bet this flop. I think it's a good steal spot. I'm going to just call here. I'm going to check the turn and make him show me he's got an ace. Get called by my boy Ron over here, which is really kind of interesting. I think we can give this one up. Ooh, 7 on the turn's nice. And we made the wheel. Well, I think this is one where we're just going to let the chips, as they say, fall where they may. I think we go ahead and bet half pot here. This is an easy call. Those aces are cracked. Thank you, sir. I mean, I got lucky to hit the 7 on the turn, although his flop bet was super small, and it's kind of weird that he got all the money in. How often does somebody have a 6 here? Kind of rarely ever. When we get jammed on here, this is just sets. This player 3-bet pre-flop. I could have checked it just because I have the ace of spades, but honestly, I don't mind it. And as you can see, we got to stay pretty active. And my general theory is with these players that are in town, the less showdowns we give them, the better. So if I can get good value, because nobody's going to call anything here, right? I mean, unless they're just going to go absolutely apeshit with a set, they're not really going to call anything there. So the move is just to get, oh, the queen 7, just to get as much value as we can reasonably without getting a showdown. I could have definitely checked it. I don't think a set ever folds. So when nobody has anything, I think they just go away and I don't have to give the showdown. This is silly, but it's 10 and L, so let's be silly. You got to remember, a lot of these players are playing through these stakes as I am, so. Okay, this hand's dead. Yeah, but we got to draw for one blind. Get re-raised by my buddy on the button again. That's a pretty good flop when you get 3-bet. This is the kind of guy, this is one of those players that if he has the ace of spades flush, he's just going to bust me. I should see about a half pot bet here. Going to check. He is going to bet the river. Depends how much he bets. Shocker. Look at that. Total shocker that he bet the river. It's funny because his read, he knew where I was at. And then he went for the bluff anyway. I don't fold to you, bro. Whee! I think I got the max. Hey, that's pretty quick. We're up $100. We go ahead and bet this one. We're going to 3-bet that for sure. Some players I'm noticing are getting just tilty. So this could be kind of weird. I do think there's value in betting here. I think we go ahead and check here. Not sure if the overpair bets. We may see somebody go for it with a bluff. I kind of did this to myself. This is kind of a hard spot. There's a lot of ways I'm beat here, but I don't think we can fold. Yeah, set of threes. Oh well. I'm not supposed to fold that one. I could have backed off, checked the turn, but we're going to see as many people drawing to the one-liner. And a little bit of difference on 10 and L versus 50, obviously. Raise a raise. Fold this one. Make the flush draw. I think this is one where we can absolutely check. We're super deep with flyer over here. I'm just going to keep checking. And I think we're just going to lose to ace high here. Yeah. Probably could have won it at any point, but in all honesty, I think there's something good there about checking the flush draw. Probably should have bet the turn, but I think it's fine. Those kind of showdown hands I don't mind. Lose the little ones that show I had all the equity in the world. Okay. Bunch of limpers. Player's been here a while. I do think I want to raise. Sometimes I would just check, or a lot of times I would just check this, but I think 3 players in the pot is too many. Once the first player folds, I feel much better about it. So we see a limp call. And that's usually his flop, but I think we can represent an overpair. We should have a lot of overpairs, jacks and such, and take it down. Gotta pull those triggers. And we crawl. 2 pair, I'm leading right at the razor. Nope, goes down. Those ones are great because we do protect and we do get raised by all flush draws. Very rarely are we going to be up against the ace-queen. And nobody's going to fold ace-king or ace-10 or ace-jack there. We're just going to get a whole ton of money. I really like leading right at 2 pair.
Do you have any scissors over there?
I'm not going to fight over this. That's fine. He can have it. Okay. A bunch to 1? Sure. Aces, you going to bet? Yeah, you are.
There you go.
I could raise this, but I'm just going to call. I think we're better off just keeping this pot small. So we see a bunch of limpers and a guy who goes all in for small. I am going to re-raise. Protect my ace-queen. The lead on the turn is hilarious. I'm out of here. We ISO it and lock it up. Oh, no 10. Well, that's a chop. A 10 is a chop. All right, I'll take the win. Thank you. This can be a flush quite often, or 2 pair. Fold, fold, fold. No thank you. Kings! And my buddy raising under the gun. And a small re-raise. Come on, Blackward. And a re-raise. Anybody want to play for it all? I got a lot of chips. Anybody want to play for him? I mean, if I ran into it, that's fine, but Credible will actually call off here with jacks sometimes, believe it or not, under the gun. He sees me as ultra hyper aggressive and loves trying to stick it to me. And this just looks insane. Blackbird's calling, obviously. Hold! Hey, look, a king. All the money. All the money. And if I'd known that was going to be the goddamn flop, I would have just called. I think we can bet this ace-queen. Hey, remember what I was saying about doubling up on a table and getting off? This is what we're talking about. So I'm going to play out the free ones and get onto a different 50 and L. Hard on the turn's not great. We're going to check back. I think we can call a bet. I don't think we can make a bet. The 5 is even bad for me. That's kind of a bigger bet. I wasn't expecting that much. He's in the blind. Huh. I don't like it. I fold. Yep, I'm going to raise that one. We're going to fold that one. I think we're going to go ahead and raise that up. This is like a little, yeah, this is a nothing bet. We see a call. We're going to get our value right now before the heart comes off. I think we're usually ahead. Let me take it down. There's just no reason to allow that to continue. See a small open and a call. Ace-Jack's not the strongest, but judging by bet size, I think we can absolutely raise here. These players will tell you exactly what's going on. If you pay attention, you can pick up things on population of when they're weak. See, like, look, I was able to squeeze out from the button. Like, it's like playing local live, games. It's very, easily fortune told. I think we want to check this one. Nope. Four-way pot and I have jacks, and there's 2 overcards and a flush draw and a straight draw. I'm no GTO wizard, but I think that's a check. I'm just going to check this one. We may win. He can usually have some weird pairs. Pocket fours, yeah. It's definitely one that I could 3-bet, but I think I like it better on a call on this table with the players behind. Hey, look, I'm getting away from jacks for free. There's no 8 there. Traffic opens small. I am going to 3-bet this one. I'm going to check this. I could definitely bet it before I got counterfeited and just am screwed now. That's the end of that. Man, how many ace queens have I gotten on this fucking table? Fold, fold, fold. I think we can check that one. Not overly concerned. I think we want to keep checking. We're definitely calling a bet. Queen in the river, we're going to go for the check call. I don't think we can lead out and get played with, but I definitely think we can get bluffed at. No? 7-6. Should have bet the flop, sir. All right, so 2.4x. Let's get off that table. There's other 50 and Ls that we can get on, and we will do so. Is this one of them? Nope. Check here. I'm going to lead right at this. My man's betting big. That's fine. Very short stack, but the players behind are the issue. I think we go ahead and just control the size of the pot. Take it down. Ah, no 4. Good for you, man. Your ace king's good. Good for you. Yeah, there's some 3-bets there, but I think I like it better for a call. Go 3 ways. Flush draw is decent. Decent, not great. Super small bet. I am going to call one time. See what happens on the turn. I think if no diamond comes, we can bet the river if he checks back here. Flyer betting again, though. I think we got to give him credit for, believe it or not, a jack. And I don't think we're going to get him off it unless we do something wacky like this. So I'm going to try to not work too hard and just fold. I'm just going to call this one. Hey! Can I get on this table? Yes, I can. Looks good. I wish I'd 3-bet this now, but hindsight and all that bullshit. Where are we at? We're up 120 bucks just that quick. I'm going to let that go. Underplayed it for a reason. I don't want to get squeezed in the middle. All good, all good. I don't know if I put up the YouTube link. I do make a lot of edited content there too. All the final tables are there. We've had a bunch so far this year. think we just want to call. Full pot bet isn't that big a deal. Player is very short. I'm not saying that I'm going to pay him off completely, but we might have to. He overbet jams. This is kind of tough because he's going to do this with all flush draws. I mean, I know you're sitting there saying it's $2, but he's betting 2x pot, and when I make the wrong call here, it's kind of a big mistake. So I'm going to fold. I think he's just in ultra spaz mode with top pair or even aces, believe it or not. So, I mean, obviously, if we'd had picked up a flush draw, we would have called it off, but whatever. I think checking the ace is fine here. Hey, Josh, just found your stream. I am a huge poker fan, learning to improve the theories of it still. Nice, man. I'm going to go ahead and bet half pot here. Well, that's good to know, Sanguine Park. I'm going to check this one. This is a very bluffable spot, but it's also very trappable. So I checked the flop. I'm going to let this one go. I think it's fine. I think checking the flop was a good idea, but I don't think there's any bluffs there on that river. So, good to see you, my man. Well, thanks. Welcome to the channel. Also on that YouTube, you'll find the playlist Wake Up With Me, which is my 3 to 4 times a week I try to do, where I basically wake up. Look at the gut shot. Wake up and we go through some material on Jonathan Little's training site, pokercoaching.com. We go over my hands from the previous day, and it's a no delay stream. Well, this sucks, but whatever. Now we don't get paid as much, and the ace beats me. But I think we just bet because whatever, if he raises, we just fold. I just don't want to give a free showdown, and I do want to get called by King Queen, which I do believe is a possibility at 10 and L. I think betting quickly also kind of throws people off. Meh. The jack really sucked. I think I definitely got called if the jack doesn't hit. I think we just check this one here. So yeah, man, check out the YouTube. And fire away. I'm not the greatest player in the world, but I'm definitely not the worst. So feel free to ask away if you have questions. I do tend to talk out a lot of what I'm doing, but I get a pretty good recall too. So if you give me a hand, say, oh, on this hand you had this, that, and the other. If you can remember where it's located on the screen, I usually tell people this is top, middle, bottom, and then you go left, right, or center. And then I can usually remember the hand pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and bet this turn. Shouldn't be much for people to have. Sometimes somebody's got a jack, but I think we're usually ahead here. And we just take it down. Credible not 3-betting for once. So I'm just going to check to him. I think if he checks turn, we have opportunities to bluff. Ooh, pocket tens, good call. I was not expecting that. I've seen him 3-bet so much, I wonder why he didn't 3-bet the pocket tens. From the button even, he didn't. Wow, that's kind of... I mean, I know it was under the gun, but he's 3-bet me every time for like no reason. I think we keep betting here. Yes, the 9-10 gets there, but that's the only one. I think we get our value here. We're going to check and see what he bets on the river. Ooh, lots of 9s. That's a good bet, man. That's a good bet. So 9-10 sets over pairs. No, not over pairs. I want to see it. Haha. I'm going to check raise, make this look like a flush draw. If our opponent has a queen, he'll get it in right now. Because I don't know if anybody check raises the 9 on this flop. Yeah. If we couldn't get action, we couldn't get action. I mean, I'm checking this river to induce the bluff. So, and you see what I'm getting called by, right? This isn't even suited. I'm getting called by raw runners and an overcard. So, we can't bet and get called and win, but we can check and call a bet and win. It's one of those theoretical if this, then that. $23.56. So what is that, about 130, 40 we're up? I'm going to go ahead and bet this. I think when we call in position, this obviously favors us. This player is going to have a lot more draws than hands, so we're just going to check. And check again. I think we've just lost the pot on the river. No, wow, he had a 9 and didn't bet the turn. That's funny. I don't really hate this c-bet. He doesn't have to have anything here. I mean, this is a fairly standard sizing, believe it or not. On a low-frequency board, if he's the original opener. And there is the problem of the player behind, so I didn't really want to raise. I'm just going to keep hitting sets on the turn, though. Is that okay with everybody? I'm just going to keep probably being wrong and then hitting a set on the turn. I don't think he has anything. I'm just going to bet half pot. If he has an overpair, I'm going to fucking be dying laughing. Ace-10. Wow, he had ace-10 and backed off. That's kind of good play by him. Speaking of ace-10, what do we got here? Take longer. The longer you take, the less likely I am to bet. Oh, I bet. Once we get rid of the button, I'm not really that concerned. We see a call. King on the turn. Obviously, queen, jack, 10, queen, ace, queen, king, queen, all those are there. We're going to check and hopefully no club. When the club comes off, it might be saving me. I think we just check and lose, yeah, to the straight, right? Yeah. Great play, bro. You got 0 value. I think I'm going to go ahead and bet this turn. This was raised and called twice, so... And we just take that down. That's fine to just kill that pot. We see an open. I do think we want to 3-bet. Folding here. Check. Take it down. I mean, to be fair, that's the top of my 3-betting range in the cutoff. Ace, queen plus. It's pretty awesome. Definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. I know I'm not as dynamic or handsome as Kevin Martin, but I appreciate your company. And why don't we put some commands in that'll tell you guys more about me, and it'll tell me something about you, about how you react. So you're really able to focus on all those hands at once. All those hands at once. I got to look that one up. Hang on. I like just betting this. I think fast play. Oh, shit. I almost folded aces. I was trying to read the chat. I'm just going to keep pounding this here. This sucks because now I'm in a weird position with aces, although I think it's okay. Yeah, I can't concentrate on chat much. Look, he just paid me right off. Bet at it 3 times. He called me 3 times. Top pair and a heart draw. I'm going to go ahead and bet this turn here. I just called this pre-flop. I'm going to go ahead and bet. Again, fast play the new slow play. Give me 1 second, man. I'll get to your chat in a sec. I got to bring it over to the side. It's too small for me to read. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to check here. I think we can go for slim value on the river. With 3 players in this pot, it's kind of weird. Player leads out half pot. This can be a control bet, meaning he doesn't want to call. Well, aces are no good now. You just give those up. Hey, look, he flopped a flush. See, now if I had 3-bet, I probably would have lost a ton, so maybe your question saved me money. This player check called the whole way. I think we do go for value on the river here. Obviously, it sucks when we get raised, but look, I bet 3 streets. He raised, I called, I bet 3 streets, and he called me down with a king. Let's see what you said here. So you're really able to focus on this many hands at once. I'm getting better at reading the faster, but wow, that's a lot. You should look up Nano Noko on YouTube. That man literally got his PokerStars account halted because PokerStars said there's no fucking way you could be playing this many tables. He proved him wrong by setting up a video camera behind him. And, this is like in 2010, I think. and showing them how he populated his tables. The guy played 20 tables at once, sometimes more, depending on how good the games were. But yeah, it just takes practice, man. And I always tell people, like, when they see this many hands being played, I always tell people, like, nobody starts here. I started playing, one table at a time, like everybody else, right? And then, after maybe after 4 or 5 months, I think, of playing, like, full-time, I started playing 2, and then after about another 3 or 4 months of that, I started playing 3. A lot of people think you go 1, 2, 4, 8. No, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just add one at a time, because when you add that extra table, before you're used to it, you're going to feel rushed. You're going to sit there going, ah. But now you see I can talk, I can analyze the hands, and it's also you're getting down reps. So I'm getting in, like, all my positions. I know what hands I'm opening. I know what hands I'm 3-betting. And it just takes experience. It's like anything else, man. I mean, if you ever watch somebody, like, I love watching those videos of, like, Chinese factory workers where they're, like, making baskets or, like, putting rivets on shit, and you're just like, how the fuck can anybody's hands move so quickly and accurately? But it's because they've done it 9 million times. And it's just practice. So it's, it's like anything else. But I get it. It can be... And you got to realize, man, all your favorite streamers, they're probably playing a lot more tables than you realize. Like, Kevin is probably playing tournaments. He's probably playing... I would imagine he's playing at least 10 at a time. Like, I'm very unique in that I don't play many tournaments at once. So I raise pre-flop. This player re-raises. I don't think we accomplish much by re-raising. I'm not convinced that I'm beat because I don't think ace-queen raises here. Pocket 4s would. I think we're better off just... I was going to say calling, but now that he made that bet, I think I want to jam. I think sometimes this is a flush draw. Oh, he did have 4s. Good for him. Good for him. Good raise. Short-handed, though. This table's dying, so we're probably going to get off there. Yeah, we're going to get off this table. It's garbage. I think we're just going to call the 7s and try to hit another set on the turn. Well, I missed the flop with it. Story checks out. I feel like when he bets half pot on the turn, it's just more 7. Oh. It's just more flush draws than it is. Obviously he has to flop a full house on me for that to go bad. He never has ace-queen or ace-10 there. Ace-king obviously isn't a thing because there was no 3-bet. So I think the jam is fine. I think a lot of times we're going to see a flush draw and get it in pretty damn good. This is another 50 and L. We might as well put it up because we're losing the other tables. Oh, no, I got to wait 14 minutes. Otherwise, I can't rat hole. So we don't want to get on that table. There's a 10 and L. Dun, 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 dun. Still sitting at 23.57, so we're going good, but a couple of bad 10 and L hands kind of cost me 30 or 40 bucks. That ace jack I'm going to have to review. I think it's fine though. I really do. I think I definitely have the best ace that's ever there. And except for the random ace 4 or like it was pocket 4s, and him raising minimum on that flop is usually a move to control the size of the pot to draw. So when he bets half pot on the turn, I'm like, okay, he should have the combo draw here the majority of the time with the gut shot on the flush draw, and we just get it in. So I actually like the jam. I think I'm okay with it. It just so happened to be that was the one time where, you know, the guy flopped a set versus my top trips. Dun, 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 dun.
When are we going to be able to teleport?
Teleport? Probably never. What are you talking about, teleport? Yeah, because the thing is, I'm sure people would love to do that.
I mean, it'd be nice to have the option.
It'd be nice to have the option, but imagine, you know, the concept of losing your luggage is like, oh, they left my ear in, you know, San Diego. I'm going to walk around without an ear now.
I mean, I'm going to do it.
Plus, I can't imagine you wouldn't get just ultra mega cancer from that. It's like having your atoms disassembled.
See, now you've just destroyed my dreams.
That's what I do, baby.
Skyway, baby.
Scotty win, baby. You call it as one, it's gonna be all over, baby. You know, teleport, baby. You're gonna get canceled. Obviously, we're just gonna pile money in with the kings. Hey, there's another follow. Didn't see it, but I appreciate it. Hang on, I'll bring up Streamlabs and we'll check that out. It's kind of the best flop for me. I think we just bet like that. And wow, really? You're gonna call with 1 penny left? Okay, I will put you in for your penny, sir. Ace King drawing dead. Way to go. Like, you wouldn't think. Guy just had no... I mean, he's too short. He has no ability to fold. This is interesting. I'm going to let that go. You have to let a couple of those pass. I'm going to go ahead and 3-bet here. Folding this one is fine. Where's Streamlabs? Can I bring up Streamlabs? I want to see who's all following. Look at this. Just a full house that runs into the flush. That's fucking hilarious. The call off is amazing on the end. Ace Queen takes that one down. What the fuck happened on the river here? Check bet, all in, calls it off with a shitty flush, by the way. With a super shitty flush. Ooh, kings. Go dashboard, recent events. Let's see who followed. Diamond Cooper. Sanguine Park, Reborn of Dean, Salty, Rod Moran, MSD Beef, Darkin, Swamper, Steve Zoo, Hawanji, Rack City Skirt. There's more here. And blah, 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 blah. And all those people. And Kevin with all the gift subs. Thank you so much, man. Enjoy those emotes. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support, K-Dog. Double Gutty. I'm going to check this one, believe it or not. We're going to go ahead and bet there. But yeah, like I was saying, I think all your favorite poker players, this is kind of interesting. There's more draws than hands. I think we can rep the draw somewhat here. I think a player needs to have 2 pair or better to be able to call. I think we get raised more than called. I mean, there are chances that this guy has hands like King Queen, but yeah, that's just a good bluff spot. You can't bluff 10 and L, Josh. You're right. What? I should give this guy action, but I'm not going to. Ooh, limped pot, and I got a set. Player leads at it. We're going to go ahead and raise. He's very short. He's not going to fold all flush draws. We're going to go ahead and bet this one. Flush comes in on the turn. We're going to check and check back. I don't think he calls off without a flush. Fill house on the river. And we're just going to go ahead and shove in on him because he has no ability to fold one pair. And he made trips on the end. Good for you. No. It's a limit pot. I think we just bet kind of small here, repping that king ball. We do have to bet twice quite often because people will see this as weak, but it should be seen as strong. Now, if I had queens there, I would have checked because there's no real point in betting, and we're much less likely to get drawn out on. Cooking now, though. I just keep jumping on these waiting lists for 50 and L because once we double, we're going to be getting off these tables. This is the kind of thing, like, looking for bets like this. This is an out-of-the-ordinary bet. Some players are so consistent with the amount that they will do strange bets with worse hands that you just kind of have to really take advantage of it. So if I have anything kind of even marginally playable there, I'm just 3-betting all day. Like, and here it is again. Like, the ace-10 couldn't be, it isn't always a 3-bet here, but I think facing this raise it is. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to keep betting small here. Yeah, see, because we just take that down. The king on the turn is kind of really bad because there's a lot of king jacks, king queens. Obviously, this hand just turned to shit. I think I was miles ahead, and I think I got drawn out on for sure. We're not even calling a bet here. I'll let that go. Letting hands like the king-9 go is pretty good. Player just called. We're going to bet half pot. My man made a straight on the turn and refused to bet it. I'm going to beef it up a little bit here. We're just basically trying to get called by ace-jack. Ace-10. I don't think there's a lot of ace-kings. Sometimes there's some ace-queens. It's rough when he raises because king-10 is a thing. But I think we have to bet that much there because if he has just the ace of hearts, he's not folding because he's going to get bluff opportunities when the heart comes on the river, and we're just going to check call that anyway. So I think you have to orchestrate those sometimes. There's a lot of 50s, man. But I can't fit any more tables, so I just have to keep... aces and a raise under the gun. Let's go big. I'll go 5x. Just call, sure, because that's a good idea. King on the flop. I think we want to bet half pot. I think if he has ace king, I don't think he folds. If he outflop me and has a full house or has a set, that's whatever. But I don't think we can check because I think that looks too suspicious. It just looks way too strong. So we see a small raise. Now this is an interesting situation because of the other player. Now it depends obviously on how many people call. But versus this open from early position from this player, with ace-10, I kind of really like the call here. And kind of playing a little bit of ABC, a little bit of funky. Kind of want to see what he bets. I don't think we're folding to one barrel. Unless he does his overbet thing that he likes to do on some of these flops. He checks. I'm going to go ahead and check back. Taking a really long time here, Seabell. I think if he had something, he probably would have bet. I'm just going to check and probably lose to ace, queen. 6s. All right, that's cool. probably could have won it, but it would have taken more than one barrel. I don't really want to play the guessing game with a player that I already know how to beat. This is interesting. So, see a limp here and a small raise from a bigger stack. These are kind of the situations that you want to get into. This could be a guy who's just chip drunk. All right, credit. You're going to let me flop, I'll flop. Yeah, because we're just going to take these down all day. Anytime you drag a pot. It's a good thing. This is usually bullshit, but I'm not going to... Like I said, those aren't the spots I'm fighting over. You really make your money at these lower stakes by losing less when you have the losing end of coolers and winning more when you have the winning end. Like, people don't talk about that enough, that cash game poker is just about getting value. Like, all the fancy moves and the, you know, the 3-bet bluffs and check raise rivers and stuff like that, that's all tournament shit. Like, it's very rare to be able to pull those moves off, because players above everything else will just get curious. And especially in a closed player pool like this, players just want to see what you're doing. So they'll pay it off they'll tell themselves, I'm going to pay it off this time so that I have information for next time. The truth of the matter is they never learn from that mistake. And they just keep paying it off going, oh, now I know. Oh, now I know. So you don't really have to adjust thinking players are over-adjusting against you. But you're not looking to make really super fancy moves. Big lick at 5-1. Okay. That is my dog sawing logs. Look at him, he's laying on your hoodie.
I know. I was watching.
Smells like mommy. Crawling up there, sitting at 2370. Just kind of marching forward. On the button, I'd love this for a 3-bet. But I think out of position, I think we just want to call. Make a 10 and let something happen here. Alright. Not too scary. That's a crazy card. Look at this. I got a royal draw. There are king-high flushes. But I do think if we lead out, we look like we're full of crap. A lot of times he has 2 pairs. Ooh, what are you doing? I am getting almost 2.5 to 1, so okay. I mean, it's hard to have an ace. That's half pot. The queen's bad because there's a lot of king queens out there. Yeah. I think this is one where we'd have to jam right now, and I'm not 100% sure he's on a flush draw. I'm going to let it go. I think it's fine. And I am super active, so you kind of got to factor that in. Sometimes players are just tired of your bullshit, but you can pull off crap like this. You got to remember how much you're fucking with people so that they don't like lose their mind and just be like, fuck it, I call. Like, but not like I'm running crazy, super huge bluffs. That is not my flop. Fold there. I'm going to limp one of these. I don't limp very often, but this player is super short, and I'm going to flop the world, so limping is fine. I mean, pair with a decent kicker and a flush draw, I'm probably going to play this like jokers. So I'm just going to bet half pot, and I'm really just pot building. I'm not... Yeah, but nobody's got any... I mean, I have the world, but... I like the little limp bets there. King on the turn here is interesting. We're going to check. I don't think we achieve much by betting. Ah, no deuce. I think we can call here. I'm going to lead this. Now, sometimes he's going to read this as 7-9, but I don't think he's going to fold king-queen. It is a slight overbet. I don't think he folds a king, though. Aw, don't walk my ace-king. Fold. Fold, fold, fold. Hey, we get to play 4 deuce. Uh-oh. Ooh, look at this flop. I'm going to check it. Yeah, I think we can call here. This lead out for pot is kind of hilarious. I'm obviously going to call. This is kind of the most expected value spot you're ever going to see right here. Put that ace. It has to be a 4. 6, 7 is absolutely there because the 4 or the 8 makes a straight. That 4 is kind of the worst card. Worst and most unlikely card in the deck. And if this player has spades, he's just going to keep bluffing. I don't think we fold. Not yet. This player behind may do something weird. Give me a 4. 4 and ace. 6 is okay. King in the riv. I'm going to check. Yeah, he's just got a 9. I was going to say, if he checks, he's got a 9. If he bets, I've got a call. So, I'm glad I didn't raise it. I mean, out of position, that's kind of the way we're supposed to play that. Ooh, look, even number. 23-63. No sense. Okay. That 4 really killed my action. Like, that's like that was the worst card. I mean, could I have won it with a raise? For sure. But it's just very hard to tell what he's doing. I thought some of the time he's bluffing with a flush draw. He was the original raiser, so he can obviously have all pairs, but having ace-9 is kind of hilarious. Oh, I made a set, and it's raised and re-raised. I'm going to re-raise. Or it's bet and raised. Or bet and called. What am I saying? I think we want to bet this one. Gut shot, flush draw. I like betting the combo in late position. So we get called by this player who's all in. He has ace-queen and is drawing dead now. Cool. I mean, that's why you do that. Like, if I call and that heart comes off, how much more money is he going to give me? But he'll give me a stack on the flop because it looks like I have a flush draw. And yet, when I have the flush draw, we're able to steal because nobody has anything because we have all the equity on the bottom in a limped pot. So it kind of makes sense. This is interesting. Why would you lead, but I only have deuces, so there you go. Fold, fold, fold. A 4x open from a very new player. Look at this jam. Snap called. I really would have thought this would have been called already. You're not going to fold 10s, man. Just do it. You're not that kind of guy, pot smoker. I mean, this is usually just ace-king, ace-queen. It's usually more ace-queen than ace-king. I make the straight, but it's on a flushy board. That's not great. Ooh, I made a straight over here on a non-flushy board. That's great. I do think we call. I think if this player bets, it's the worst for us, but it's not awful. It kind of depends what he bets. I think if he bets like 2/3 pot or whatever, we can call. We can obviously call that. Sometimes the smaller bet is stronger, but usually not. Oh, you had 2 pair. Okay. Reasonable, but I don't think you can go for value here. Not in a 3-way pot. Not with top and bottom. Like with top and middle pair, yeah. But there's just way too many ways for you to get crushed there. Aces. I'm just going to check this one. I'm going to check that one. Player bets, we are going to call. Pick up the open ender. Does he bet all flush draw or all straight draws on the flop? Probably. Does he bet 2 pairs like this? Maybe. Is it worth calling? Not really. Because we can just be drawing dead. I think it's fine to check call 1 there. This is a 4-way pot where it was limped by 2 players. I raised, and then 1 player called behind, and the other 2 original limpers called. Jacks aren't very likely, but 8s and 7s are possible. 9, 10. I think this is one. So this player leads out. This is usually a control bet. I think this is one where we want to raise and evaluate from there. If disco goes, I think I like it the best. It's back to my friend now. If he just jams, how often does he have 2 pair? He can have some 7s, I guess. But I think he's trying to control the pot to draw. So when somebody's doing that, you want to charge them for that draw way too much. So I like raising there. We can raise this one. Best of luck. We'll check on you some other time. Well, thanks, Sanguine. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out. I'm Russell Simmons. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night. I make this 7. I'm going to go ahead and bet it. This player is very short. I don't think he continues with much. Every time I say thanks for coming out, I always think of that from Def Jam. Heard that. I must have heard him say that 900 times. It became a thing towards the end. People were like, "You going to say something else this time?"
Yeah, I know. He always said it the exact same way.
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night. It was almost Mike Tyson-y. So this small bet is kind of weird. It's the call that's the problem. I'm just going to let this go. I definitely have the ability to raise there, but I think there's too many flushes and too many 8s. I think we can raise this one. Yeah. And plus an ace is just always going to be there too, so. Open ender, I am going to bet this one pretty good because it's the nutty open ender where if the king comes off, we crush. So I don't think anybody's betting an ace like this. This player did limp out of first. He could definitely have jacks. I think we keep betting here. This player checks. I'm going to check back. The ace in the river is kind of awesome. If he bets, I'm not going to raise, but if he checks, I am going to bet. Just about there. Three bet, I expect this player to jam all the time. I get re-raised by creditable. Is this the situation that I don't want? This is kind of really bad. You can have it. Did he call that river? No. I'm going to check this one. So we see a re-raise and this player just calls. The thing here is the re-raise is kind of odd. We have too much to jam, so I'm just going to call. The ace kind of sucks because of this player. Credible checks. I'm going to go ahead and check. I don't think an ace-king should bet here. I do think we bet this turn. Just small. All right. I'm happy. I mean, this guy's never folding an ace, right? So. Oh, he two-outered me, you fucker. He two-outered me. Son of a bitch. I don't see why he didn't just go pre-flop. Credible making these just the worst possible fucking three bets.
It's because we were so deep. I thought I might have should have jammed on him, but I mean, I guess the difference is the same, right? We lose 25 because he's not calling off pre-flop with queens. Don't hate this. Club on the turn is bad for him usually. I'm going to check the river. Nines are good. I am going to bet this turn. Called over here. Jack on the river. It's a spade. I think we just check and lose here. Fours, 5, 7. Yeah, 2 pair. We weren't getting him off 2 pair. I think that's fine. That's annoying. Let's raise it up. Oh, I never changed the title. Damn it. I never changed the title. So player calls. We're going to go for a value now versus flush draws. Yes, he has some nines, but we're not going to be overly concerned with that till he raises. Just keep betting for value. Chicken. I could have even bet that flop small, but this player is not supposed to fold. He's supposed to get it all in pre-flop with the jacks, so when we check the flop, he can obviously be drawing dead. I mean, he was drawing to 2 outs. It doesn't get much better than that. Just would have been nice to win that $75 pot. Fold. Okay. I guess we should get off this table and switch out the 10 and L. Oh, I rivered the set. There are some flushes that get there, but I think we'll be able to figure that out pretty quickly. But we can get called by a 9. Ooh, 2 pair in a limped pot. I think we want to bet. All right, we'll limp along with that. Everybody calls and a spade comes off. This is one where we bet half pot and fold to a raise. Because the thing is, if I don't bet here, yeah, if I don't bet, I'm going to get bet at. I'm going to have to make a decision. I think we'll just call this one. So controlling the size of the pot is fine. Make the nuts on the river over here. There are a lot of flushes in here. There are a lot of straights. I don't know how often we get called, but it's less than 0. Sweet. What did you have? You had a queen. So I think we got the max there. Check. Club on the turn. I'm going to let that go. Only because of the players behind. So this player leads out. I don't think anybody ever leads a queen. I think we call. We are the pre-flop raiser. If it's just us heads up, I kind of like it. This could be a shitty move. The call behind is what sucks. Jack. Yeah, I think we just check it all the way. It would suck to lose to a deuce, but I don't think we're getting into a good situation there. 9's not bad. Buck 39. Can't do it with 10 deuce. I'm gonna check this one. I thought about leading, but I thought maybe we'd see a bet here. This is interesting. Deuce on the turn is fun. Call. He's gonna have just a lot of 8s. He could have some sets, I guess, but really? 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 Thanks, bro. Just spaz. Just fucking spaz. When they bet the full pot on the flop, you should really like your hand. People don't, because you don't, I mean, if you think about it, you don't do that with a hand you want to get called by. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is, 9 o'clock at night. I know that doesn't sound late, but these people have been in Vegas all day, so they're going to be a little wonky. Yeah, we can get off this table. This is interesting. I think because of 2 pair combos, I want to fold. No, thank you. Nope. I was going to say, am I going to hit the 7 on the turn again? Bring that down a little. Get down here. Six-5 suited. Occasional open is fine. Get 3-bet by a player who just sat down. So I'm going to give him some action. Oh, I thought that 7 was coming. He's going to try to rep all kings. See, this is a bad bet, so I could probably take this one away. I'm just going to fold, though. I think we're going to wait for a better opportunity. I think we're going to get it all if we just take our time with it. I don't want to open up to a situation where he's just like, well, I'm not folding fucking jacks first hand. 10's pretty good. With the ace of hearts is also awesome. I get check raised. This player limp check raised. They never have jacks. They can have some sets, but I definitely think there's more draws than hands here, so we're just going to get it in. They're very short. All right. Well, I'm drawing dead. Set of 3s is fine. Nice check raise. I'm not supposed to fold those. It sucks when I have the ace of hearts in my hand because I know I'm more likely to get beat there, but I think it's fine. We're just not supposed to fold top pair for 35 blinds. Or 40 blinds, whatever it was. If it's half pot, call. That 5 sucks. A 5 really sucks because it makes his hand good, and it also backs him off if I make the flush draw, or if I make the flush, so I'm just going to fold. I don't think I get paid on the heart river. Plus, there's a chance he does have the better flush. Do I want to get off this table? I don't think I do, because of this player. Only been here 70 hands. Wow. 2 pair, my man just went apeshit when he actually had an overpair. Like, this is the same guy who bluffed at me. Like, just pot, raise, all in. I mean, that's the way to do it with this guy. I wish that 10 had come off. I'd rather he had the money. Yeah, why not? So now he's reloaded with 30, so he's going to get kind of wild here. Seven's not bad. Yeah. So I get 3-bet by my buddy again. 10's nice. I'm going to underbet it. My man just likes 3-betting for some reason. I think we can call one here. I mean, it's a good play if he has an ace. But I don't see a lot of self-control. I want to see. Yeah. I just don't see this player having that much self-control. That other fold, by the way, is what got that second bet there. Like, I don't think he's ever checking an ace on the flop, which he really should there. You know, starting out 5-handed and then playing in position versus 3 others. He really should be checking that ace, but I don't think he's that kind of thinking player. I think he's just more of a bomber. I'm going to check. Fold. Fold. Don't have room for another 10 and L. We'll just check and fold here. Fun fact, players who don't top up are not your biggest threat. If you're not topping up every hand, if you don't have it auto done, you're kind of making a mistake. 100 big blind poker is fine, but you don't want to play less than that. I'm going to go ahead and raise the button here with the 5-7. I think it's fine. Get 3-bet. Pretty big. All right. That's a lot of aces. I mean, that's stupid. I could just win it, but I'm just going to take the more conservative. I could definitely take that pot away, but I think we're better off letting him have that one. Plus, my range was out of line. Just going to go ahead and bet small here. This flop was 1 too late. Yeah, that small bet works on the monotone board. Lots of peoples here. Okay. Started out so good with the 7 of hearts. Got shot backdoor flush draw. We can easily call. Nope. I'm going to check this one. I think we keep checking. We are going to have to call a lot of bets here. Yeah. No, thank you. And I do think we call here. This call behind is kind of the problem, because this player is going to be very sticky. I don't know if you bear bluff twice. Oh, he made the nuts on the river. And he checked it. That's hilarious. What did the other guy have? Did the other guy have a pair? 6-4. He had a pair of sixes. The fuck is that? You're betting $12 into 24 cents? Okay, just 200x pot? Alright, cool. Sure. I remember reading about that in the Super System, the 200x pot river jam. Just lighting money on fire over there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Kind of small. Not micro, but small. That's a good flop. If you're going to play ace-4 suited, I recommend flopping the flush. In my personal opinion. It's what pros do. I mean, the board immediately pairs. I'm going to go ahead and bet. I think betting half pot pretty quickly is the best way to get money in here. I'm just going to call this one. We can get put in some spots for sure. But really the only hand that's here is pocket sixes, right? 6-5, I guess. But there's not too many others. I'm going to try to make it look bluffy. Right? We're just always going to win here versus a queen. What did he have? Did he have a queen? He had a 5. Wow. Good control. Because I don't think I was folding to a reasonable raise. Like if he either a reasonable raise or an overbet jam, I wouldn't have folded to, I don't think. Because it just make no sense. Do we want to play six-handed here with these players? I mean, not when there's 9 table players available. Or 9 player tables available. So I think I'm going to... No. Check. This table died in the middle. 9's okay. We'll get into some other 10 and L's. Give me that. Oh, I gotta wait 20 minutes on this table. I think we can call one here. 9's okay here. 10 is pretty good there. I'm gonna get on some waiting lists. When he bets again, it's not awesome because there's more 2-pair combos now. I don't like this anymore. Fold, fold. Yeah, we're kind of getting the shift now, the dinner time shift. So I'm just going to get on the tables that are good for me and let the other tables collapse. Although this table, we did get another player, but he's short. Oh, flops the jiznoint. And we see a pot-sized bet. Now, sometimes this is nothing. We see a raise. Let's re-raise. I mean, I got the jizzin'. I don't know if you're folding the ace-4 here. That's the thing. 5-3, hold. Bang! Give me the money. He knew it, too. He knew as soon as I check-raised him. 4 outs turned into 13. That's pretty gross. You can have that. Well, I got everything on this one with the aces, so. Player bets half pot. He doesn't have much. When this player calls, it's kind of interesting. I do think we want to force straight draws to pay off, so we're going to raise here, and if this player jams, we're obviously calling. He's going to have a lot of 2 pairs. He's going to have a lot of 4-5s. deuce fours, hands that can't call, but I don't think we want to just let him draw for freebies. And sometimes he just thinks this is utter just garbage because we raised in first. I mean, the thing of it is, I think this is one of those guys who wants to see it. I think he really wants to see it. I don't think he can give it up. He might. All right. I think that's better. I think he had a decent draw. I'm going to play one more round at this table probably. 24-22 now, so we're up like 300 for today so far. 200 on this session you guys are watching. I made 100 earlier and then took a nap. Okay. Look at that 8. Now we obviously don't want to go crazy. Player bet's half pot. It's not the worst bet in the world. I don't mind the call. I don't think we need to raise. This player's betting kind of reasonably. There's another 10x jam. 10x pot jam. So this player's all in. This is very sticky. Like if there's ever a time to get away from a set, this might be it. Especially when this player, I mean, is he ever jamming a set of 4s? I don't think I'm invested enough here. I think I need to fold. I definitely think this is just going to win the pot. I don't think this guy's getting all the money in. But I'm just going to let it go. 6-7. Look at that. Got away from it. Got away from it. How you like that? Folds a set. Folds a set. I could have lost it all right there playing poorly. That would have been 2 buy-ins gone. But I lost. I lost $5. That's a win. That's like winning 95. Yeah, it's just no good when that third player's in the pot. We're definitely done with this table, so I'm going to move this 50 and L up here. I lost $5 with a set. Oh, god damn it, I got timed out. Check. Hey, there's a 10 and L. I think we can call this one. Ace on the riv, but it is a club. I'm going to check it because it's a club. I think there are some 2-pair combos that bet here. I just don't want to bet and get raised. That's a full pot bet from the guy who just jammed 10x pot or whatever it was. So I think if Pythagoras folds, yeah, I'm gonna fold now. Yeah, there it is. See, like if he folds, we can call, but once he calls, we can't. Yeah, he got a set. Like I was his third place. Like, and it seems like impressive, but it's really just kind of common sense. Like how am I ever good there, right? I had my read correct on the guy when I had the flush, that he wanted to see it. Or when I had the set of aces, rather. It was that same guy who lost with top pair the next hand. So I got him just one hand too early. Those are the challenges. Tiende. Just got on this table. I got to reset the stats. I mean, this table's really good. And I'm going to stick around. Even though there is a player who's very deep, he is playing pretty much every suited connector. So it's the kind of spot we just want to go flush over flush with him and fucking stick him for the world. I think it's the kind of thing, too, where if we overbet, he'll pay off huge. So he's really the target. Obviously, if I get over 100, though, I'm going to get off the table. That's a lot of threes. I think we just bet half pot. And players over here will not fold with a pair. I think we're just better off betting. I think if we... Oh, look, threes again. I think if we take our time and bet kind of bigger here... I mean, sometimes he's going to have 3-6 or 3-5 or a straight. But I think we just... we might be checking back river. Because of the 4-6, yeah. He rivered it. Way to go, bro. I'm not saying he's supposed to fold, but he was definitely way too easy to commit, and he should not have... check called twice and then not bet the river. Because if he leads the river, if I do have a 3, I'm calling, and if I do have a hand that I'm stubborn with, I'm calling. So his you know, his check of the river. Couldn't just have like a 4 hit the river. Yeah, I was thinking about 3-4, but 4-6 is pretty much the same thing. It's a pair and a turns an open ender. When the top card doesn't pair, but you can't value bet the river, it kind of sucks. I think we can underplay this ace-10. I think sometimes it works better. I'm just going to call this one. Yeah, sure. Make a jack. I'm just going to keep checking. He could have king, queen. I'm going to check. I don't know what he raises that we beat, but if he bets, but he can have a lot of pairs, 6s, yeah. I'm going to check this one. Oh, look at the 4 on the turn. I spike a set on the turn for the 3rd time tonight. It's not the greatest scenario because there are straight draws, but this player bets out the full pot. I'm going to raise him. I think it would be really weird if this guy... I mean, if he has a set, it's whatever. But I don't think we're ever going to fold, and especially when he's a shorter stack, so... He calls, king on the river. I think we just bet kind of powerfully and hope to get called by 2 pair. Yeah. I think he's got 2 pair. Ace 4. Yep, 2 pair. That case 4 was awesome. We can call that. Ooh, 2,400. It's actually more than that. One of the tables is missing right now. They sometimes flick in and out. Get an 8 or a queen. I think this is bluffable sometimes, but I don't know if he's folding a 10 there. Okay. It's a pretty good flop. Ten's pretty good. Should freeze the action. I should probably bluff this river. Yeah. I mean, when he doesn't bet the river, it's fine, but I think if I make my straight and bet, I think I do get called. Eight good? Don't tell me the eight's good. Oh, baby. Deuce, deuce, and ace, king. Interesting lines, gentlemen. Interesting lines. I'm just going to call this one. This player is super short. I think we can bet here. Okay. Check. I'm going to click him back. Come on. Come on, you're being cute pre-flop. You don't want to keep it up? I mean, what are you waiting for? Sweet. Sick play, bro. We see a bet. I don't think there's much reason to raise. We're just going to call. 8 on the turn. 6-7 is a thing, but it's not too big of a thing. I think we're going to go ahead and raise. I'll raise this one. Yeah, I was trying to get the player behind. I don't think too often traffic has much. I'm going to check this one since I checked the flop. Should be good. Okay. Oh, he's got a jack. Good for you. Oh, I misclicked. That raise was supposed to be bigger. This re-raise is going to work 90% of the time. That's the 10%. I think we want to go ahead and bet here. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Ace is nice, but we don't have many. Ooh, look at this one. I'm going to check it because I don't have a kicker I have a kicker problem. I'm going to check. I don't think this player ever has a straight, but I do think he has some two-pair combos. I think we can go for thin value. It's super thin. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bet. Bet turn here. We can bet small. I'm going to check this one. There's a lot of queens out there that just tripped up. Oh, ace queen makes a full and makes the minimum. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to keep checking. Should be good. Got paid on this river. I think we're good here. Yeah. Interesting. I do want to call. Ace in the river is kind of funny. This is kind of weird. I do think we call. Yeah, he's got to have some tens, right? What'd this guy have? 10 jack, yeah. I'll fold that one. Nines aren't bad. I'm going to go ahead and bet. Call here. Make a 3. This is my buddy who likes to bluff. If he has an ace, he'll go buck wild. I just don't want a club to come off and kill my action if he has an ace. I mean, it seems very aggressive, but I just called him down before when I had him crushed. All right, we can give up the nines now. 8. Oh, that's half an 8. So the call behind is the problem, because this player is short. I mean, there's 6 players in this pot. Like, I'm not really worried about this, but I'm kind of really worried about this. And he snap called it, too. So, of draws, what are there? 4, 6? The overcall, yeah, we're just going to let it go. When he bets full pot, he should be weak. But on that specific flop with the flush draw and the ace, and he raised pre, I don't know if we're going to get many more bets on the turn if we call. And I think all the flush cards kill our action. So I think raising that set was a pretty good idea. We're going to go ahead and raise here. And 3-bet here. Call here. Make a flush draw. That's a lot of queens. I'm going to check. He's all in. Oh, got a full house. Your draw is no good. Like, why jam into that? You could just take a free card off. I think we just call here. The player's super short. That's kind of good for me. So he's going to have a lot of aces. Just going to put him in. He's never folding the ace, right? I love that. I mean, he could have just check called. I mean, I'm probably going to put him in anyway, and if that's the case, you should probably just jam it. But still. Yeah, why not? Ace is good. He is coming out of first, and I am aware of this player. So we see a limp out of first. I'm going to bet the turn here. This is a small raise. We are going to re-raise. I'm going to check the river and try to get bluffed. Sometimes he has 2 pairs and sets, but I don't think often enough that we're going to fold here, especially not for a buck. King on the river. He 2-outed me, fucker. Yeah, that'll happen. Happened twice tonight so far. I think I can get on this 50 NL. Nope, reserve for another player. I'm going to check this one. I think we can raise the king-queen. Yeah, we'll just check down. I think we can go ahead and bet now. Don't really have much to worry about, so if we're good, we're probably going to stay good. 5-7's a thing. Sets are a thing. Ace-10 is a thing, so we're going to go for value. It was a check flop. Nice catch. He's got a set. Nice catch. But you got to have bet folds in your arsenal, man. I could have checked it for sure. I think we want to bet here. And I think we bet the river. Really? Why am I getting raised on the river here? Oh, my notes are do not bluff. Do not and does not bluff. Okay. Everybody flopping sets and flushes against me tonight. Aces. Oh, great. I can look tilted. Go big. We're going big, big. Because I'm going to try to look very tilted. Come on. Ah, you fucker. I think we can call that. Hey, if you want to kill the action that much, go ahead. Seven's not bad. He's not betting big like he did on previous bluffs. I think he's got something like 9s or 10s or 9s or jacks or something. 10s are unlikely, but when he bets the full pot, it's way more likely. So we're going to let that go. Yeah. I think that's fine. Oh, I meant to call that. Did I auto-click the fold that quickly? Too quick for my own good. Open that one up. Maybe I want to play these. Nope. Oh, that player opens. No speculating there. We'll defend with the ace. Make the ace. Probably going to check call a river depending on the size of his bet. I mean, I doubt he has a queen, right? Oh, he had queen 10. Wow, I could have gotten some action. I could have gotten something. Maybe I should be betting those. Huh. I am going to underplay this because I feel like my short stack friend here may do something stupid. That's pretty good. I'm going to give him a chance to do something dumb. Ace on the turn. I think we definitely have to bet to start getting some money in the pot. Eh. I did as much as I could. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Play for half a blind. Make a 7. I think in this exact instance I want to lead as if it's an 8. Get called. We can check. That queen's bad. The spade isn't really my problem. The queen is my problem. Okay. Okay. I think we definitely raise here. Look at this. Jack 10. Jack 10 made the move. I mean, he raised, it got 3-bet. He let out, the dude jammed on him. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, where's my jack? I think we want to call some of these. Aces! Wow, you suck, bro. No 3-bet pre-flop. I think I want to call this one. Only because of the backdoor flush draw that's potential there. He's bluffing, but he's got me beat. I mean, if the diamond comes off, we can obviously continue. You can have that one. No. Fold, fold, fold. Let's open up the 7s. Let's call with the deuces. Let's fold the king 10. I might need to get off this table. I've been on there 133 hands and I've not made much. I've not made $1 on this 10 and L. I don't think I ran into it at all. I'm just kind of sitting here in one spot. You win. Yeah, why not? It's pretty good. I think we're going to bet small. We're going to keep betting small. He can have overpairs, sure. But a lot of times it's just value. And I'd rather not show it down. Because if he's seeing monsters under the bed, I want him to keep seeing them. I'm going to fold here. Open, open, open. Fold, fold. Check fold there. Jack on the turn's alright. I don't think we want to bet it. Because what are we getting called by? Half pot bet. An 8 will bet here. A 6 will bet here. Obviously, we're not folding top pair for 1 bet. 5's not bad. I think we can call. Ace Jack. Wow, bro. You don't raise that pre-flop? You could have made a lot more money. I think we're going to check this one. Only because there's 4 players in the pot. I don't really want to get blown off of it. Diamond's pretty good. Same reason. Obviously we can call a bet. Player behind calling is kind of funny. So basically just looking to make a hand. You win. We were both on the draw. We see a 4-bet and a call. Like, this is the guy you want calling you. If you have aces or kings, you can pretty much rip all flops here. Oh, look at this. He's going to have queens a ton. Yes, come on. I thought those hands were switched. I don't know why you would just call. I mean, you might as well get it in with the kings there, out of position. I mean, plus, when you see the safe flop, why jam? Right? Like, if you jam and get called, you're only getting called by something that beats you. But if you check, somebody with ace-king may go for it. Or ace-queen. Gonna fold here, gonna fold here. Let's open this. Check. Make an 8. Yeah. Check here. Open this one. And we're going to check there. I don't think we see too many bluffs. Should win a lot with that 9. What did anybody have? Ace 5 and Jack 5. We're going to take one off here with the flush draw. Just give up. King's good. I don't know how much we're getting paid there. Maybe that's not a great call. Yeah. There are some 3-bets there, but I do like calling some of these. Speaking of liking calls. Could definitely bet this turn, but I think we're going to try for the river. Should have bet the flop or the turn in river. Ugh, missed that draw. You win. Fold here, fold here. Fold here. Get re-raised by the guy who re-raised with the queens. Let's just call and hit a jack on him, shall we? That's not bad. I definitely think we want to call. 9's okay. He bets small. It's kind of interesting. We're going to go ahead and raise just to try to get a little bit of value out of ace, king, ace, queen. Sometimes he's goading here. He calls 6 on the river. I think we just check back. Jacks. Could have won it. Could have won it. I'm going to check this one. Could definitely bet it, but I think it's fine to check. Player bets small. I do think we can call. 4. 4 would be best. You win. Yeah. That's kind of what I felt like was going on there. What'd the other guy have? The other guy have like a 5 or something? Maybe he made a jack on the end with a flush draw? Yeah, ace jack. Like his call makes zero fucking sense. So I have to flop a set, which I'm going to do right now. It's like my 5th set with 7s today. Call here. Ace with the backdoor flush and straight draws. I was going to say I'm going to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to put on something from the YouTube for you guys since there's a lot of people here. Something from the series I call Jedi Mind Tricks. I am a huge Star Wars fan. I think betting here is fine. Short stack here sometimes is getting involved, but I'm just going to take a leak and grab some more ice water after we win both these hands. I'm just going to call. This player being in there kind of makes it incentivized for me to bet. I mean, I think this is where we pull the trigger. Nope. So let's go to playlists. Let me find. Where is it? Jedi Mind Tricks. I'm going to put this up from YouTube. I'm going to be back in just a minute. Let's see. I relate to the world through movies, mostly.
It's upsetting to me to see that the council doesn't seem to fully appreciate your talents. Don't you wonder why they won't make you a Jedi Master?
I wish I knew. I know there are things about the Force that they're not telling me.
You have to be aggressive and violent in these situations. It's a really stark visual for me, and I keep it very close in my brain.
They see your future. They know your power will be too strong to control. If one is to understand the great mystery, one must study all its aspects, not just the dogmatic, narrow view of the Jedi. You must embrace a larger view of the Force.
The scene that pops into my head, if you remember the movie from the early 90s, came back and we'll play some Zoom. Just gonna go ahead and bet like we have a jack. Our opponent can have a jack here. 60-40s. Might be going bet here. Well, that board just got worse and worse. I don't believe there's much real chance of bluffing here.
Keep going! Keep going!
But I'm gonna try. I just don't want one pair to beat me. Oof. Almost talked myself out of that. Man.
Time to separate the men from the boys.
Just be careful, Chong. It doesn't separate your head from your body.
Yep. That was a nice hand. I don't mind this so much. Pretty good. Wow. Next hand. Getting 3-bet by the same player. Gives up frequently on the flop. Probably floating. Yeah. Alright, pick up a 4. I don't hate it. I'm only calling because of the player behind. Yep, I knew it was coming. I'm still calling. If they bet strong, I'm just going to give it up. Bet half pot.
What if you threw that punch over there? What would you have done?
Block.
You think you could have?
Even you could have.
I'm not that strong.
Not matter who's stronger, matter who's smarter.
Hey, is there a counterpunch in the technique?
Ask Drum.
I'm going to go ahead and check raise this. Sometimes he calls and doesn't turn it away. I think it's just a good spot while he's up his ace. Another case for that raising move.
I'm gonna stake my claim. I'll fight to survive.
You check raise, I check raise. No bet for you. No bet for you. You bet full. No soup for you.
You are next.
Oh, there we go. Unmuted. I really like that one. There's tons of that kind of stuff at my YouTube channel. Please check it out. Subscribe, like, all that bullshit. I do put out quite a bit of content there, and that's kind of the way I like to illustrate things, is by using fandoms that are my favorites. Mostly Star Wars, but obviously I like 80s movies a ton. So that's one of my favorites. And we're going to get on some more. I think there's another, there's another 50-0 here. And we're going to get on that in a second. And there we go. Definitely liking these games. I think we can call once with the 9. That's pretty good. Pick up an open ender. Ace on the river is kind of amazing. Nine on the river is also kind of good, although I don't know what pays us, so we're going to check and try to get somebody to bluff or protect ourselves when we're out kicked. I mean, there are some straights, there are some full houses, but I don't think we want to fold a 9. Just because this can be a bluff and this can be somebody stubborn with an overpair. Right? That's a hard overcall to make. I think checking it's the only way. Yeah, ace 4, yeah. And he was the original leader, so... I think the jack is good often. Could definitely have bet this one up here. This is an easy call. Gut shot. I think I set myself up to get bluffed here, but I also think sometimes the player just has an ace. Check. Gut shot. Let's raise the jacks. I'm going to give that one up now. I think it's just too small. Check. There's that gut shot. Another gut shot. I think we raise. Obviously, we're only beat by 8 jack. So there's a lot of 2-pair combos. Getting re-raised sucks. I think this player is more likely to have sets. And I'm not folding at this level. Yeah, he got it. That sucks. There was also flush draw possibilities. Man, this table has just been brutal. That table has been brutal. Weird, weird, weird. Call. Okay. And we just call, right? Get an 8 on the river. Meh. I think we just want to bet the queen. I mean, when he leads and then raises, but he was coming out of second position. I mean, there's just way more sets than him having jack 8, right? I mean, I guess it can't be too bad, but it just sucks to get it all in there and be drawing at a chop. Almost folded it, but it's like, and that's kind of a prejudice because the players do play so much more trappy at 10 and L. Like at 50 and L, I wouldn't even have thought about it. After I make the raise and get re-raised, I'm just folding. But yeah, I think it's fine. This table's just been garbage, though. I think I'm going to replace it if I get the chance. Just superstitious. Queen's good. I think we just bet small here. Okay, when I'm called twice, I think I'm out of this one. I'm going to keep betting. There are some two-pair combos, but then again, he just folds straights, or straight draws. I think we want to bet this one like we're protecting a king. We're going to let this one go. I think the straight got there. Not 100% convinced on this one. I mean, he did just call on the button, so he should have more draws than hands, but when the board pairs fives, it's kind of great for me because it makes it less likely for him to have anything, you know, anything decent. It's even hard to keep going with a king there. Gut shot. Aces. I'm just going to take the free card here, probably. I say probably because I think this player bets maybe 40% of the time. We're not going to call that one. Man, no action on the aces. That sucks. I guess we're getting off this table. Yeah, I don't really want to play with these guys five-handed. And that's almost a double, so we'll take it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even see this table here. That's funny. I'm going to check. I think this is fine. If we bet and get called, I don't think we're ahead as often as when we check and call. There's not a lot of great situations where he bets the river here. Because he's bluffing all flush draws, right? So he was either bluffing the flush draws and got there, or he had a better ace. So I think by checking, we set ourselves up to be okay. I think if I bet it and then check I think versus that specific player, I probably should have bet it and then checked the turn and then called him down. So we probably would have gotten all the money in if he bets twice there because... but when he goes bet, 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 I think he's usually bluffing and I think he hit the flush. I don't think he's betting an ace on that river. So whatever it was, I think it was a value hand for sure. It's most likely a flush, though, because this player is very bluffy. Like, why would he just bang it into me when there's an ace and a king and a 5 on the board? You know, unless he's got the flush draw. I thought about check raising and just putting him in, but I don't think that that's very constructive most of the time. I mean, we'll take one off. I don't know this player. I don't know how likely he is to pay off. Takes a while, and then he bets a buck. I'm going to let the time run. I'm going to check, and hopefully he bets the river. I think this table's no good. Hey, there's a 50 in L. I'll take that. What did he have? Ace King? Man, I could have gotten a lot more there. I didn't think he was that strong. He really underbet the hand. I'm not going to wait on that. We're going to get off this table because it's trash. $1.25 to win 6. Sure. Look at the flop. This could be a big pot, especially with this player playing. I think we want to defend or post. I mean, he took a long time and then bet into 4 players. Let's just get them both committed. Jack 4. Sweet, free money. Jack 4, folks. He's drawing nearly dead to a 6. I re-raised, got called. I'm going to down bet here. I don't think we're really looking to fold, even if this player jams right now, because he's going to have a lot of king queens. He's going to have a lot of ace jacks, king jacks. Some, believe it or not, some king nines, or not king nines, but 10 nines will jam here because of the gut shot and pair. But I think my bet is meant to confuse him, so I'm not really surprised when he jams or folds or raises or anything, because that bet is meant to fuck him up. Jack 4 on the late night. Let's open up the 10 queen of diamonds. Short stack in the big blind. Don't love it. I think we can go ahead and bet here. Yeah. Flopped another fucking straight on this table in another limped pot. And another guy over bets. Well, now we just call. I mean, if he has a full house, it's too bad, but we're just going to bet. Ace on the river. He's just never folding, right? I flop straights. It's what I do. It's my job. Ace 8, 2 pair. Could have gotten it all. I didn't think I'd get it all. The ace is supposed to be a super scare card for him because he's supposed to have an 8. But being in the blind, how am I supposed to read ace 8? I always said it, man. Straights are so much more valuable than flushes. Because players can't see them. So this can get kind of sketch. Because we are going to have to take the lead if nobody raises. And I'm going to get called at least once. And I absolutely believe that. Probably twice. Nope, just once. Haven't been on this table long, so who knows what they'll think of me. I mean, I think we just check it now. I'm going to click back. Yeah, I think he either had nothing or a full house, and he's going to give it to me. I don't think betting the turn accomplishes much. I think he's floating a ton. I could have just called it, but I don't think he's going to bluff the river. I think that was a pure bluff. I mean, my hand looks kind of obvious when I click it back, but you see that players are getting very stubborn at this time of night. Could have 3-bet this, but coach is short. $24.60 right now. King's pretty good. He doesn't have enough chips to force me off. So we're just going to call this the whole way. Small open. We're going to go ahead and 3-bet. I'm going to call this one. When he checks, we are going to bet. 6 is okay. I mean, this board is okay for 6s, but not great if he bets big. I think we take 1 card off at this rate. Check. So this is interesting. The player opened small, I raised, and he re-raised. This can definitely be a pure move, but I think we want to give it up. I think he's overcommitted. This looks like a control bet. I'm going to raise the river. He might have the same hand as me here. Yeah. See, he led out on this river, and a lot of people think you're supposed to just call here. You're not. You don't let your other opponents control the size of the pot. And here's the other thing. When we raise there, how hard is it to call with 2-pair king-jack? It's pretty hard. So he kind of opened himself up to get bluffed off his hand. But usually he's just trying to control the river with a king. And we have king-queen, so he doesn't have king-jack. He doesn't have ace-king. He kind of backed off that. So he has king-10. But he could also have king-queen. So a lot of times we also blow him off the same hand. So I think raising there is absolutely important for value. And you will see players get stubborn with king-10. So I think that that's just... It's such a great spot. You just don't let anybody control the size of your river bet. Or turn bet. Like, you'll see players like min-raise shit and all like that. It's because they want to freeze the action. Don't let it happen. Re-raise. Hey, we got another 50. Like, don't let that fucking shit go down. It's just super weak. And you're allowing players who rely on the deck to control how much money they put in the pot. And that is never something you want. Move this up to there. Like, you want to be the one controlling how much goes in. Limp call. I don't think we can check. It's just one of those things we just cannot do there because it just looks way too strong after we raise in the big blind. Look at this. Flush card on the turn. I think we do bet here. We don't have to bet big. Take it down. Just waiting for that scare card. Plus, I picked up a shitload of equity. I think this is a good one to check. I think we bet the turn. Try to look like we're full of crap. Okay. Fold here. Fold here, fold here. That's a big bet. Ooh. I don't know how often he checks an ace, but he would check some sets, so we're just going to call. I don't think we have too many bluffs, but I think we want to try sometimes. Nice. That's a nice one. I think checking the flop was the thing, because if we have an ace there, an optimal theory would say that we should check it, because when he raised and we called and the ace hits and he checks, how often is he going to have an ace? Rarely, if ever, right? Like, even though he probably should, right? Like, mid-level aces should probably check. Ace 10s, ace 9s, things like that. Maybe ace jacks even, depending on how worried about me he is. This is interesting because I would like to raise... Well, okay, I'll let him do it. I was going to say I would like to raise it, but I think in this exact situation with position, I think I'll just call. But when he raises, I think I'm going to let this go. There's just too many king-queens in this range. And queen-jacks, you know, hands that I can get in trouble with. There's a reason why they call these trouble hands. I've always said poker streams are the quietest thing in the world. Like, there's literally 130 people here. And I'm really enjoying you guys being here because I'm usually just talking to myself mostly. You know? But I really enjoy you guys being here. But people don't chat in poker streams like they do in, you know, Dead by Daylight and all the other fun streams. I think it's because people are just watching. I kind of want to get off this table, but because I have too much on, but the effective stack is one buy-in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to stay here because there's only 4 50-NLs. So I think it's fine. And I definitely like the game. Like, I absolutely like the game. I think we just check the king jack. Flop an open ender. Make another straight. I mean, the overbet is hilarious because it's a lot of two pairs. I think it really incentivizes me to call and draw. Queen's kind of his worst card. We're obviously still calling. He's going to have a lot of flush draws. Anything but a diamond on the river. Yeah, shocking. Like, if I had Queen 10, I would play it the exact same way except raise the river. Like, I know exactly what he's doing. It's hilarious that he would open himself up to that. I think we're just good here. I want to check and see what his draw was. Ooh, he had Jack 10. Interesting. I should have bet that one, but I thought maybe he had the 3-5, but I couldn't tell if it was that or the I'm going to bet small here. Not small, but 2/3 pot. I'm going to check the turn, kind of for pot control, kind of to incentivize him to bet. I'm going to call. He has a lot of ace jacks. Obviously, he has fours. He has ace queens. I don't think we fold, though. 5-4. See, look at that. We incentivize the bluff. Like, that checking that turn, like, most of these players will call one bet on the flop, and when you have the board pretty much locked up, you got to know that, so that you can make bets like that and then check and allow them to bluff at you. He never has ace-queen. He just never has ace-queen there. I mean, the only thing I was really worried about was ace-4, but I think even that raises on the flop to find out. Let's just limp the deuces. 5's okay here. I don't think there's a lot of 10 jacks because we are holding a 10. So I'm going to go ahead and bet. This is funky, interesting. How often is one ace good here? I do think we want to call. Look at the raise. Check this one. Like, this is usually a pair like jacks or something. Come on, flop that straight. 10 jack king. I thought it was going to hit. I saw the 10 and I thought it was coming. He's just going to spaz. Even though he really shouldn't. He should just bet value here. Look at this stupid little min bet. I'm just going to check the ace jack. Yeah, that's a good raise. That's a nice sizing. I'm going to raise this one. Yeah, he didn't have a 10. He had an overpair. So, I think my call is valid. I don't think 3-betting would have done me much good at all. I really don't. Okay. I'm going to lead right at the 2-pair. I get called. I'm going to check the turn. That kind of is a really shitty card for me. 5 on the river. I'm going to check again. I mean, it just killed my action. I mean, I was waiting for him to bluff, but queens. Man, that really killed my action. That sucks. I think we can bet half pot here on the 4. I am going to re-raise traffic. He's making one of his bigger raises up front, but I think it's okay. I think if he has something real good, he'll let me know. He can have it. That's how tight that guy is. I'm not even going to flop ace-king against him. Fold, fold, fold. Like, when you won't even flop against a guy after you 3-bet him with ace-king. It's like, he's just never got queens there. I think we want to go ahead and bet this one. That's tempting, but no. Ooh, that 9. Just got to bet twice right there. I am going to bet this one for value and protection. This is interesting. Out of position, yeah, but I'm going to let it go. I think we just keep going for value. There are a lot of ace-4s, including the ace-4 of clubs suited. The longer you take, the more info you give away. He gave it up. Look at that. This is tight, but I'm going to fold. Yeah, I'll take another 10 and L. Why not? Just randomly put it there. Oh, I got to wait 13 minutes. All right. Make the jack. Get led into. I'm going to raise it. Fold this one. Fold this one. He checks. He can definitely have some straights, but I think we just want to bet. Sometimes we'll see a player overplay one pair. Either I'm doing it or he's doing it. Yeah, I think he just had some kind of weird draw, like a 5-6. He probably should have called. Look at this. Ace is shorthanded late in the night. I'd love to see this player come in. Or this one. Not because they're short, but because it's they're just the kind of players who will get it in very lightly. I think we go ahead and bet small. And I think we bet a little bit bigger here. So if he's got a set, we're going to find out right now. And we're going to check the river, and hopefully he's going to bluff. Sometimes he just bets for value. So he's all in. So he can have 4s, 5s, or a 7. I don't think he has a lot of 7s. He has a lot of 4s and 5s. I think as played, I think we have to call. Because he can have a lot of pairs of 6s, pairs of 10s. Deuce is full. He hit the deuce on the turn. That's hilarious. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? For 30 bucks on the end, I don't think it's a bad call, mostly. If he's going to call that flop with deuces and not protect on the turn. Man, I've gotten no action on aces today and gotten cracked twice. Ooh, look, there's a 20 and L going off. That's fun. If this table gets much shorter... Yeah, I think we're done with this table. There's no money here. I have 133 bucks. I think I need to get off of it. Get 3-bet on the button by a player getting impatient. Gut shot. I'm going to call one. I wouldn't do this much, but I'm not very familiar with this player. I want to see what he does. I think the player behind keeps him from over bluffing. You got it. Queen high good over here. What'd you have? Jack 9. That's fun. I love that he calls with the fucking deuces. It's hilarious. Sure. 7. I think we can bet the turn here. I don't think we see a lot of jacks unless this player comes along. You got it, bro. Good 2-pair. It's funny too, because when the 7 hits the river, he really shouldn't jam that 7 when that 7 comes off. I mean, just because he shouldn't get called unless I have aces. I think we can bet here. Obviously we can. Call. Flop a set on a monotone board. Player's very short, so we're not too concerned if we get it in here. He bets. I am going to immediately check raise huge. If he has an overpair with the diamond, he'll definitely get it in. But we take it down. It's fine. Do Do we want to call here? This player's only been sitting for 5 minutes. That's interesting. I'm going to fold this one. I should take a card off, but I'm going to fold. God damn it, that ace. Oh, that sucks. I mean, maybe I got away good here. Oh, no. That sucks. I was going to call it, too, but it's like, there's a flush draw. And when he bets the turn, I'm going to check raise. He's coming in. I'm in first. He's coming out of second. He's going to have a lot of aces. He's going to have a lot of suited aces. So when the ace hits, we're going to end up getting it all. Yeah, and he was only sitting for 5 minutes. That sucks to see that come off. But it's literally a 3-outer, like, because the ace of clubs, hurts me. Well, I'm going to bet this one, and hopefully he's got an ace. Yeah, if he doesn't have an ace, we're not getting anything anyway, so... See a raise. I'm just going to call. I think underplaying the queens here is a good idea. I think if this player rejams, we would rejam over the top. Don't really love all the hearts. I think we want to go ahead and raise now. I don't know if we're folding. It depends on what he does. He just calls. I think we charge him. I think if he jams now, we're absolutely calling. Because our hand never looks like a flush, and I think that's all he's thinking. Yes, he can have aces with the ace of hearts, kings with the ace with the king of hearts, but he can also have ace king with just the ace of hearts. I mean, it sucks, but we're just gonna get it in. It's fine. Jacks with the jack of hearts, nice. Like, that's the whole thing. He's only thinking about what we don't have. And by not 3-betting pre-flop, I think we really set that up nicely. That's a nice hand. I like that one. 7 would have been so good right here. Just on the button, 4 players. And these 4 players. Nope. He's too short. It doesn't matter if he's bluffing. I'm just going to lead at this. It's a limped pot. This is a 20 and all over here. These don't go off very much. Probably won't stay for very long. We can bet the queen for value, I think. I don't have to go too crazy. Oh, I gotta move this up. There we go. Fold. Fold. It's a good amount of action. Funny. I'm looking at it. It's like 8 minutes since that pair of aces cracked me. Or I got cracked on the aces. Look at this. I feel like I'm ahead of this, but I think this has too many outs against me. Yeah. Oh, wow. Aces. That's crazy. I know this is an equity smash, but... Interesting. No re-raise pre-flop with the aces, by the way. Right? Just a min raise out of first, and then just goes absolutely banana crackers. Kind of deserved to get cracked. I don't mind this in position. Ace is okay. I'm going to check. I'm going to call. 9 is nice. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to bet the half the pot here just to kind of control. It is 2 pairs, so I should have just sucked out. I'm going to call here. I'm going to call there. I'm going to fold over here. Jack on the river is kind of great. I'm just trying to look like I'm full of crap. 9 on the turn's awesome. I mean, he can have queens and kings and all that kind of shit, but I think we just call aces. Yeah, that's fine. King 10. Funny. He was never ahead. That's the thing, again, he's thinking we only don't have a flush. That's all he knows. He just has no clue where we're at. Yeah, I mean, aces was kind of obvious, but I don't think I want to fold at that point. Fold, 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 fold. Yeah. That's not a good hand. That's not a good bet. You don't have to bet this big. If you have an ace here, you just want to bet small. You want to bet like 90 cents. I mean, you're accomplishing the same goal, but you're only inflating the pot for when you're beat. So it's kind of not awesome. I haven't been on this table that long, have I? Yeah, I guess I have. Oh, that's a good flop. This player's sitting for 9 minutes. We're just going to bet at him. Hopefully he's got 2 pair. If he's got ace 10, he's going to get it all, right? He's got nothing. Meh. Oh, I can reset this. I've only been here 19 minutes. I'll let that go. I kind of want to switch spots to this seat, but yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna switch seats there. Yeah. I just would rather be here. I just think it's a better spot with that guy on my right. This newer guy. Gut shot. I don't mind it for half pot. Because when we make it, we also free roll the 8. Spade's okay. It should freeze action. Alright, we missed. There's no bluff here. I think we raise this one. Pocket 8s. Real good. Wow. Wow. I think we just check. Okay. Folding. No matter what he has, my equity sucks. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to pot that up. Queen's okay. It's not great. This is not a great board going on. I think I'm just going to try to get value here and then evaluate if he raises. No. Flush draw maybe? $150 to win $450. Ooh. Okay, you win, bro. You're either going to get smashed here or you're going to absolutely win the pot. Yep, you're getting smashed. There's no reason to do that with the overpair. There's no reason. Like, that's only what's going to happen to you when you get the money in. The guy's going to roll a set or better. Like a flush draw is not going to raise you there. Flush draw is not even going to call you there. Like if you bet half pot, then I could see getting raised by a flush draw. But you bet the full pot, you're saying you have an overpair. It's like people just really don't think about that. Ooh. Here's my flush, or a straight rather. Okay. These are the last 50 NLs. I've been on this one 200 hands. Can I please? Oh, no, I haven't. I've only been here for 2 minutes. Oh, no, I just switched seats. Tens? Wow. That's kind of interesting. I'll play against a guy who can't fold because his stack is too short. That's a good draw. Made a straight flush earlier today. It's funny, I still have outs. Check. Ooh, set of nines. It's a fairly wet board. We're just going to go ahead and bet it. I think we either get all the money in or we get nothing. Okay. I can't imagine 5 people folding here. Da, 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 da. Player limped. We're going to continue betting heavy. I'm just charging the shit out of his draw. He does have some 2-pair combos. Ace-9. Really? Alright, let's gamble. Had a lot of outs. I think we look like we're bluffing by taking our time. Nope. Guess he was just on that draw. Fold, 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 check. 6. 6 good? 6 no good. Queens. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and raise. Aces. See a raise from a larger stack. Pocket furs. No? Alright. Well, thank you. 10.
I want this Grogu toaster.
I've seen that.
Puts his face on the toast.
Oh, I finally finished The Mandalorian, by the way. Grogu comes back.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did see something about that. I saw a spoiler.
And Luke Skywalker.
Wow.
And Din Djarin. Or Din Djarin. God, it's the hardest fucking name in Star Wars.
Din Djarin?
Din Djarin is his name. It's not Din Djarin. It's hard to say it right. They say it in the fucking series all the time, and I can't fucking get it. But it was a really great. It was really great. I watched it in 2 days. I watched like 5 episodes last night. It was so good. And the actor who plays Boba Fett, he's a I forget what he is, but he's from something where they do the haka, and they did a thing where they made a recreation of the helmet for him to keep, from the movie, and it was delivered by his local tribe, and they did the haka holding Boba Fett's helmet, and they ended up doing the Warrior's touch, the head-to-head with it, and like laying Boba Fett to rest. It was really fucking crazy. I saw it a couple weeks ago. It was just like It was a really nice thing to see them do for that character. I mean, yeah, he's never going to fold, right? He's going to have, like, yeah, just ace-king. Look at the free roll. Nope, no free roll. Ace-king suited. I don't know about the ace-king off there. I mean, you don't have to do that. I mean, the player's not deep, but it's 70 blinds. It's not 20, you know. You see a raise. I am out of position. He is on the button. I'm going to call, though. I think this is one of those ones where under-repping is going to do me better than 3-betting. I'm going to check. I think it's very scary when we just call. I'm kind of still worried about this player because he can absolutely have sets. I kind of created this shitty situation for myself. I think if he re-raises, we can get out of the way. I don't think we can fold to this one raise. It's such a small raise. He can absolutely have sets, but I do think we have to call. Flush card isn't the biggest worry because we should have more flush draws than him. But if he has a set, he's going to spaz here. We'll absolutely know now on the river that the board's paired. I mean, do you just have like 9s? It sucks that he killed my fucking action. I was waiting for the other guy to just go all the way off. And this fucking idiot killed my action. Jacks? Oh, you're a fucking loser. Like, he should be betting that river as a bluff. Or should I? I mean, I didn't 3-bet it. I'm just going to call this one, too. I don't mind this. I think we get paid off if we hit. Look at the raise. Immediate raise. So it's 3 to win 9. And I don't think we're affected by the diamonds, so I think we call. Can I jam this? I don't think I can. I don't know if he's folding a set here. He's going to have a lot of combo draws, too, that 7 helps. You got it, man. He's got it. I thought about just straight ripping it when the diamond comes off, but that move gets called so much at 10 and L and 20 and L. Like, I do it to get value. Tell you what, though, I'm not going to be waiting on Kenobi. I'm going to be watching that from the moment it comes out. That's the fucking series I've been waiting on for fucking 5 years since they first whispered about it. Look at this. This is an overplay, but I'm behind. You win. Yeah, I don't love it, but it's okay. I mean, meh. Fold, fold. It's a stupid bet. I should call it with the ace of spades, but I feel like he's a sticky moron, so if he picks up any kind of pair, he's not going to fold. I don't think he has the king there. Small open. I'm just going to call this. This player likes to back raise. So I think in position having the queen 9 suited. Plays very similar to 10 jack, obviously. Queen's kind of good. I think we do bet for value and protection. Same kind of story here. This player's just done. Ace jack's pretty good. I'm going to check. Got 2 players calling me. I don't love it. I'm going to play for value one more time. I think we just call here. And we check here. I think we check there. Really? This call is hilarious. Yeah, 2 pair, right? Yeah, and the flush draw. It was the call that was the problem. I think we can bet the river here. We look like we have 9-10 a lot. Yeah. Meh. I'm going to go ahead and lead at this. And I'm going to go for my value now. And I am going to bet again. He's going to have a lot of ace-10s. I'm never folding, obviously. If he has queen-jack, it's just too bad. I'm going to pot this. I'm going to call this. Do like that flush draw a ton. I don't mind the gut shot over here. 7's full. We're just going to check. And we're going to check. We're going to raise. I should never have a 4. He should have a lot of 10s. I don't think he's going to fold them. All right. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay. All right. I am going to call it, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming out and sticking around from Kevin's stream, man. It was an absolutely amazing experience. Thank you so much. I used to get these numbers all the time, but man, I like I said, I'm not as known anymore, but I hope you guys come back and see me again. Please check out the YouTube, check out the TikTok, Instagram, all like that, ! Links in chat. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I ended up. I got to close these out to find out. Hang on here. So we're going to find out how much we did today. Started the day, we're on a 10K challenge. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Okay, looks good. So we're on the 1K to 10K challenge after completing the 100 to 1K. We started out at $2138.01, so $2,138. Ended at $2441. I believe that's a new stream record for cash games. Yeah, it is. That's just over $300. Pretty good, man. And I won 100 earlier today. It's actually like $350 because I played $50 in tournaments and just fucking bozoed those. But $200 in 3 hours while you guys were here, man. It was great. I give you all the credit in the world because it was absolutely totally motivating. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow at some point, probably playing cash games. If not, I will be here in the morning to do the Wake Up With Me stream where we'll do some study. There'll be no delay. It comes around about by noon, between 11 and noon on Pacific Standard Time. That's Vegas time. So come back and see that. Say hi to me. And yeah, we can talk about stuff right at the same time. Please stick around for the raid. It's going to be a fun streamer that I'm going to. There's not too much poker on, but you're going to love this streamer. Have a great night, guys. I really appreciate you being here. And again, thank you for all the follows and the subs.